दें तो फिर शुरू कर दें सर.
So please, yes, we will start.
Yes, sir. Thanks, sir. Dear academicians, I, P.K. Mishra, Director, Construction Industry Development Council, on behalf of Construction Industry Development Council and All India Council for Technical Education, AICT, welcome all of you in this technical session of the PARAKH program. Fortunately, our request to take one technical session has been accepted by our young professional, young but having a very, very diversified experience. And really it is very difficult to say something about your profile because it has a very vast diversion and achievement, a lot of achievements are in your profile, sir. For dear academicians, really we are very privileged that today's speaker is Engineer Anirudh Shahpure. And in brief, I would like to introduce him as an electrical and electronics engineer and MBA and senior manager of senior member of IEEE, Chartered Engineer, Institution of Engineers, India, and Certified Industry 4.0 professional. For more than 2 decades, he has been affiliated to multinational like Schneider Electric, Mitsubishi, Omron, Capgemini, an excellent administrator, technologist, and implementer. He has governed and executed multi-million-dollar projects in the industrial automation and IT sectors across Europe, Asia, and African continents. He was section chairman of IEEE Region 8, organizing chair and advisor at various IEEE international conferences. And this point is a little bit different. He volunteers for Save Earth initiatives. And participated wildlife preservation with African wildlife for more than a decade. He is active member of IEEE Standard Association and involved in various working groups, committees defining standards. Happy to share that he is the recipient of the Best Professional in Vishwakarma Award given jointly by CIDC and the Planning Commission, Niti Aayog, Government of India. Currently, he is Chief Knowledge Officer at Pune. Currently, he is Chief Knowledge Officer at Pune Smart City Development Corporation Limited, Pune, and he pioneered several innovative ideas in Smart City project. So this is the brief introduction of Engineer Anirudh Shahpure. Really, sir, we are very privileged to have you as an expert in our PARAKH program, sir. So, sir, now I am handing over session to you, sir. Please, sir.
Thank you very much. Pawan sir is always been very modest about this, and then introduction mein tho, it's like itna bolte hai. He himself is a very accomplished person. तो अभी हमारे छोटे छोटे जो रहते हैं उस हिसाब से मिल जाता है, एंड उनके आशीर्वाद तो रहते ही है साथ में. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for the introduction. Friends, you must be joined in Saturday afternoon, and I will be presenting about the smart city. It's not the representation of the smart city of Pune. However, there is a bigger idea behind it. When we are talking about something mission which deployed on 5 years, 6 years back, and then having 100 smart cities. So what kind of smartness we brought? It's not the one which, you wear a goggle, you wear a suit, and then you come out in the sun and you look smart. But being smart is a different technique. Being smart means the city should be livable. We should actually start loving the city. Right now, it's what happens is like we are at home, we have all this arranged, and then we love that to be in the in that particular area. So why can't we be city? Why can't it be a taluka? Why can't it be a district? Why can't it be a state? And why can't it be a country? And why can't it be our lovable earth? Basically, I was thinking about the Save Earth initiative. The way how we have been doing, it's not the saving earth, but we are saving ourselves. Actually, we are not. Earth is not worrying about whatever we are doing for it. It is just a species. In 84 लाख यूं नहीं रहते हैं ना, वो अपने वो 8.4 मिलियन जो स्पीशीज है उसमें से एक हम है. तो अगर उसको सेव करने का कुछ हमारे यहाँ से कुछ एफर्ट नहीं है, हमको खुद को सेव करना है. So we have to have the sustainable cities. Sustainable cities means what? I will tell you the practical examples of whatever the applications of engineering which we have done in this particular. So I will start the presentation. ये अगेन टेक्नोलॉजी है, वो हमें करना ही पड़ता है. So just let me know whether you are able to see the screen.
It's not yet.
Sir, not visible, sir.
Now?
No, not yet.
Hope now it is okay. And then also tell me if the screen is changing. It will have 10 seconds it takes.
Yeah, now it is coming.
Now it is there?
Yes,
Sorry.
it is there.
Okay. So just tell me when if the screen is also changing. Okay. So officially welcome from Pune Smart City Development Corporation. We are one of the first cities which we have been selected as in being a smart city. I think it's a old version. So Pune is about 514 square kilometer of area as a city. However, Pune Smart City has been given. I have changed the screen. Can you see that?
Not changing, sir.
Not changing.
Not changing. Okay. So what I will do is I will just go to the same. I will not put it into presentation mode. I will just go into, and then I will zoom it. Hope now it is okay. Let me just put off my camera.
Yeah, sir, it is okay. It is third slide probably, sir.
Now it is okay, right?
Yes, sir. It is second, sir. Now it is okay, sir.
Right. Okay. So we will go this way only. You just tell me if it is not changing. So Aund, Baner, Balewadi, it is the three sections of Pune where these are the greenfield, brownfield, and somewhat brownfield, which we have been allotted to take care of it, and then develop it. So the initiations of this particular area, so infrastructure projects which we have actually done in this particular area, and the pan city projects which I will be explaining in the later part of this presentation. So that one was taken under very big city areas, all across Pune city, about 514 square kilometers. So Pune has become second most livable city, and then I am proud to tell you about it will be the first most livable city of 2022. Because whatever the gap was there, we have gained that, and then the drawbacks, the shortcomings were there, which we have actually overcome and presented in this year. So last year it was second, this year it will be first. We have about more than 25 why it is not changing here. And about more than 25 awards which we have won in the last five years for different kinds of projects. There are few projects which I wanted to name about that these are running and been appreciated all over the world. We had just presentation done. I mean, there was a conclave for smart cities of 100 cities in Surat. And the smart element, e-bus, place-making teams.
Sir, your connection is lost. Shahpure, sir. Sir.
हाँ, ड्रॉप हो गया था, अभी मैं आ गया फिर से. Yeah. Can you see me now? The presentation?
Sir, presentation is not coming. Now it is starting, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir. Now it is coming, sir.
Right. So this is the command control center, which has been established. We'll talk about that a little bit more. These are the standard IR standard roads which we have developed in that particular area, which is allotted to Pune Smart City. The cycle tracks, the footpaths, the actual roads for cars and vehicles. So I will go to the command control center. This command control center is it was there for about a year and a half. And it was connected with different kinds of sensors, which I can actually clearly tell you about the architecture, where the three different layers, the dashboard, the application layer, the sensors layer, that's the physical connected devices on the field, then the API layer and the integration layer, where the actual emergency boxes, PA systems, messaging displays, disaster management cell, PMC care, police, fire, waste bins, the flood sensors, and environment sensors, CCTVs are connected to this particular center. And we have our own data center there. RX 740 Dell server is already running on that, and we have different kinds of applications. The APIs are API layer is there, where we can actually connect different kinds of applications which are established in or already existing in Pune Municipal Corporations, like grievance model, like TomTom, like just so these are the APIs, the e-challan, the vehicle tracking systems, the ITMS PMPML panel. PMPML is our transport, Pune Municipal Corporation's transport, public transport services, which we have every route and route information and running status of all buses can be monitored from command control center. IITM Suffer, which is which gives us the information about the environment conditions, the rains, the temperature of, or predictive analysis, not analysis, but then predictive temperatures and rainfalls, which can give. That is also coupled with this particular command control center. So all these APIs are already there. We are actually sharing this particular data for use of people like you, who can use that data and create different kinds of applications. So you can see this is a dashboard where all this data is there. This data is available on IUDX. That is called the Indian Data Exchange platform, where all these data we gathered from these different kinds of elements and different kinds of APIs is accumulated, and then this can be actually used by the startups or the enthusiasts or students actually, and they can come up with different kinds of applications, different kind of analysis, which you can actually put up as an maybe a recommendation for better living, or maybe according to you can actually have those ones used. So this is not a scripted data, right? It is a scripted data which can be used for different kinds of analytics. However, this is a real-time data, so you can use this data, and this is available free on this particular site. I will share that. You can actually go and search IUDX, so you will get that get those data and then you have to just register with your email and you start using this. So we have about 850 data sets which are already published on IUDX. So these are the ones which we gather, we share, and we encourage the startups, we encourage the students. We have affiliated with different kinds of universities, Pune University, and the autonomous colleges in and around Pune. So they actually can come physically at our command control center, work on that, use our server and applications, and then they come up with ideas. So the way how it was being done in COVID was an excellent example of the optimum utilization of this particular facility. So within 36 hours, we have converted this command control center, what I have told you about, to a war room of COVID. So COVID control room was created. We have done 20 stations. We have got 4 IP telephones installed there within 36 hours. And then you can see that that picture, and then everyone was started working towards COVID operations, COVID management. So it wasn't given an example. Similar kind of operations have been done in Bangalore also. So the GIS tracking of each and every patient was mapped on that particular area. The heat mapping technology has been used. Analytics of stakeholders of Pune administrations, means health, the health workers, whatever the data is coming from Prabhags, whatever data is coming from different kind of areas from Pune, then COVID patients, their admissions, their recovery, the bed management, their oxygen management, everything was connected. The data was coming. Hence, it has slowly changed from war room to a strategy room. So this is what it is. Like when all the data is available at one place, you can actually have faster decisions making. Possibility is there. So our commissioners, the administrators, and all were used to be here to define the strategy. Even the ministers also visited to see, state ministers also, to even central commission for the COVID also visited that, and then they have appreciated it. So these kind of things which we have to implement in such areas. Where here I can show you the dashboard, where actually it is how many of them are infected, how many of them are recovered, how many they are at the hospital. So this is real-time monitoring was possible with the data and the establishment of ICCC. I will show you some few slides where the containment zones which have been mapped here. The containment zones are defined here, and then those were so pinpointed that once the it was on the level of societies. So we had a better view, better administrative providing all the medicines, or providing all the food and groceries to the people who are affected in that particular area, or those are in containment areas. We have actually had the drones to fly over. We had deliveries, the PPE kit, people wearing all PPE kit and then going and delivering all the the groceries and all to the people. So this was very much organized and well controlled. Hence we could actually contain the virus very effectively. And then, because it was a very unprecedented situation where everyone was it is all thing new for all the administration. However, this particular initiative of ICCC has helped us to have the efficient administration across the city. So you can see the picture. We have set up these call centers and all for the 15 wards. And apart from this, I just forgot to tell you about that. The training was conducted in all that, using that video wall. We have had all the staff of command control, COVID control center, then the hospital staff, then government labs, how to go about it, the ward staff, how to the administration works, and how we are going to provide the facilities to the citizens, how we are going to contain them at one place, but how we can go providing all the resources to them. These the training parts were conducted here. And then we used to carry about 4 to 5. I used to be there from 7 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock. It's not me only, but there was a huge number of staff used to be there to carry out all these operations. So again, this was only possible because of this kind of establishment which every city needs, basically. Now we can have the augmentation of this particular one, because one command control center can serve different locations, different cities. So we can actually have these segregated in one command control center, and then it can be established at the district level or taluka level or the bigger level, the cities. So how it was possible for to connect and do this one is because of this kind of smart elements which we have connected. So in Pune, we have about 300 Wi-Fi spots, free Wi-Fi. And I will tell you about the statistics which we have yesterday received. We have about 20,000 people get connected, and about 2 TB data, 2 terabytes data is downloaded every day, and it is free. About 161 locations we have variable messaging displays which can be used for giving the awareness, the city awareness, the blockages of the roads, the temperatures, the air quality. So these different kinds of messages which can be displayed across the city. 136 emergency call boxes. This one is again a SOP which can be used in emergency call. So the slowest response here is being noted is 5 seconds. Within 5 seconds, once you press the button, within 5 seconds there is a command control center representative answers the call, and it is a video call. So the person there at command control center can see you and see your around areas, and then you can actually talk to them, and then you can put up your grievances. So then if I can take you the example to one of the SOPs of accident. So if the accident happens and someone goes to and calls from ECB, the help desk answers within 5 seconds. Then there is a SOP created straight away. So we get the location of your point. Then the nearest ambulance is called, the nearest police station is called, the nearest hospital is called. If it is required, there is some extra help is required, the fire department will also get connected. And these actions are initiated. On the other hand, if there is a problem with the traffic and all, it can be displayed on variable messaging displays. A public address system, about 136 locations we have public address systems. These can be actually relayed on the voice message to the people to avoid the areas, probably create a green corridor for ambulance. So many things can happen. See, and then these kind of things are happening in Pune. I will tell you the example. The incidences happens now and then. The recent incidents was one of the doctors was being harassed by two people, and he pressed the call button. Within 7 minutes, the police were there. The nearest police station was, and he has not talked anything. They were just beating him. Or they were just arguing with him, and then he has pressed the call button. Our command control center representative has seen that, and the help desk, and straight away initiated the SOP. So within 7 minutes, the police were there, and then he has been, the conflict has been saved. It is not something that you have to help and then expedite the mobile ambulance or police comes. Reaching them is also a part. So this is what it is happening now because of the command control center. Then we have about 50 environment sensors. Apart from IITM's data, what we receive, it is there, 50 environment sensors. Here, these are the strategically located, not according to for the AQI, however, located in the crowded places like that more traffic and all. So where we can actually have the sound, temperature, air quality, according to that, we can actually identify the noise pollution, probably the congestion, the CO2 is increased, probably there is a traffic jam. So police can actually get that data, and then the more force can be deployed at that particular one to resolve the situation. The similar way, Pune has about 2 rivers flowing through the city, and we usually face the flood problems. The catchment areas are, and then the low-lying areas are flooded. How we are going to get that? Because this is not a continuous rainy area. So it's on for the 3-4 months, and then few of those 4 months of few days are the ones who are flood. You have experienced the rains and floods. So how we can get those ones? So we have created a use case on the flood monitoring. So these flood monitoring systems are flood sensors are connected. About 50 flood sensors, not 32 what I have shown. We have to update that. About 50 flood sensors are connected to this. Now, the rain forecast, IITM I have told you about. The dam level discharge. The dams levels are also connected to this. The canal levels are connected to this. The dam discharge, rains and canal level will create a flood situation. And this flood situation is sensed by the sensors. And that is how we actually map it on geospatial mapping done. And then according to that, we create alerts. So you can see those, the very specific levels which we have for each sensors are defined by the disaster management team, and according to that we give the alerts. And you can see the graph which I have shown you about for 3 years, from June 2020 to October 20. There are 3 seasons which you have passed of the rainy seasons, where you can see the overshoot of levels, and then it is a trending. It is a similar kind of trend which happens, and this is now 5 years of data is there. Now we have created a model, the forecasting model. Now the catchment area has been plotted. How much flooding will happen can be predicted for more than 20 days before. So this is what we are now gone to a level that we can actually predict 20 days before that what kind of flooding will happen in this city. This helps you in such a way that you can save n number of lives. Obviously, there was no life we have lost in last 2 years after installing this. There was little bit of the destruction, and it was happened because of the flood, but the precaution can be taken now. About 95% accuracy is there for this particular model. So this model is being defined by people like from the universities and students only. So these are being adopted. Another use case I wanted to tell you about is the CCTV camera based surveillance. And this is the one which we will require people like you to invest your time, and maybe you can take it up as a project. It is not only with Pune city, but then your near around city can actually provide all these data, and we have the CCTV cameras, and you can have the algorithms and AI ML systems. Algorithms can be defined for video analytics. So you need to put it up those. It's not only the gesture. However, you can actually monitor the bins. We can actually check the fire detection. We can actually check the potholes. We can check water logging, the garbage overflow. So these are the things which we can actually do it. On the other hand, if you put it into school, then you can actually monitor the behavior of the school students. Maybe the intruders alerts can be given. Maybe the discipline can be maintained on that particular one. On only applying some AI-based video analytics tools. So these are the tools which we have to develop and then put it up, because nevertheless, whatever the tools are available which we are doing it, those were not enough, and then we have to go beyond it and then do it. On the other hand, there is an app which we have developed for specifically for this is app. Safety is for all basically, but in keeping in mind senior citizens and children and women, we have developed this app. So it is like the safety pin app. This particular app is deployed in Noida and different Bangalore, Delhi, and even out of India. This one is particularly with the map of Pune, and then we can actually have interaction with the people, citizens, where they can actually put their grievances. They can actually have their shortest distances. They can actually say that how safe these roads are. They can we can actually use these particular inputs from the citizens to improve all the systems like roads, lighting on the particular roads, the safest routes. We can actually create happening areas where actual we can actually get down towards the concentration of the people at one place. So these are the different kinds of information which we can actually take it up and then come up with the solutions for the problems if it is there. So it's like saving time, which happens. The poor safety and areas where we can actually put the police to patrol. Then women can confidently use this application for safety concerns, like particularly safety concerns are reduced. So the shortest routes we can actually find, the safest route we can find, and then the nearest support. What is the nearest bus stop? Where is the nearest police station? Where is the nearest hospital? The nearest food mall? All those things can be possible on this particular app. On the other hand, there is another application which we have been established on. We have established is the Telemedicine App, and this has been used very prominently in COVID-19. Right now we are using it for all citizens. कभी-कभी कैसा होता है, we just sneeze at home and we don't need to go to the hospital. And then Pune Municipal Corporation has about 88 places where the health services have been provided. There are 11 numbers of maternity hospitals. There are 2 specialty hospitals. Then there are PHCs. Then there are clinics, the smart clinics from Pune Municipal Corporation, which is given for 5 rupees or 10 rupees of services. So these are the ones can be adopted at the one of the first investigation can happen at the home itself. So then the doctors are always available with the app called Arogya Doot, and this is the one for the citizens, which is called Arogya Dheer. So Arogya Dheer can be downloaded from by Pune citizen, where he can register with his unique ID, and then there will be a consultation from the phone itself will be done. So whether it has there are longer queues, then OPD में जाके बैठो, उधर गर्मी होती है, ठंडी होती है, बारिश होती है, so we can avoid this. And then if it is really necessary, or the pre-appointment can be taken on this particular one while consulting the doctor itself. So doctor may suggest like you go to the hospital. So nearest hospital can be found out in this particular one. Which kind of hospital you require, whether it is a normal hospital, whether it is a multi-speciality, whether it's a heart, cancer, XY, it's maternity home, or you can go to the PHC and then do it. So this kind of initial preliminary investigation can be done by the doctor on the phone itself. So this is the live consultation was captured in the at the COVID time, the doctor and the patient. This has been launched by our Commissioner Sir and Honorable Mayor. So these kind of applications are very few, what I say, for the city. There are n number of possibilities and use cases which we can actually club together and do it. It's not only the the computer science and the coder's job, but there are different kinds of use cases where we can actually have involvement of each and every engineering stream branch. I will tell you about how we have developed the areas in the placemaking. These are the different kinds of most of the time when you must be wandering into city or your town. अभी बहुत बड़े-बड़े बिल्डिंग्स बन रहे हैं और जैसे भी उनको बिल्डर्स को ये मिल जाती है, देयर इज some area which we have to keep it for the administration. The Pune Municipal Corporation for some areas are always been there in between that. तो और वो क्या होता है, जैसे जिस हिसाब से अगर हम आर्किटेक्ट के हिसाब से वो ये बना देते तो ऑड शेप का एरिया रह जाता है, और आइदर इट इज अ स्वम्प और इट्स अ गार्बेज डंप, ऐसे हो जाता है. सो वी फाउंड आउट इन Pune, in Aundbaner Balewadi area by Pune Smart City, we found out these areas कि इसको क्या कर सकते हैं, and then we have created different kinds of place making ideas into it. So one was it's like community farming, so people can come plant their own trees here, like they can actually get the a feel of how we can actually grow the vegetables, how we can grow fruit, how we can grow trees, how we can grow small crops, small, अब like मेथी लगाते हैं घर पे या फिर धनिया लगाते हैं, तो ये सब जो कुछ है वो पहले इधर आके ट्राई कर सकते हैं, जाके घर पे कर सकते हैं. एंड देन वी हैव दीज पीपल हियर हु आर trained and then farmers, so they can actually educate them. So ऐसे kind of initiatives हमने किए. Then I can show you which the very liked by students, the primary and secondary students, is the science park, where the live models of the physics के experiments, वहाँ पे live models है, Archimedes principle, Kirchhoff's law, the cubes, तो अब वहां पे एक्चुअल देखने को मिलते हैं. लोग बच्चों को लाइफ साइज मॉडल्स बना के रखे हैं. अभी आप मेरे इसमें पिक्चर्स में देख रहे होंगे, वो डीएनए सैंपल वो बना के रखा है. तो ये जो है इस हिसाब से यहाँ पे हम पूरा it's an interactive model where we can actually put, this is again a use case, this is something which we have to put it up for probably for the each city, every city. So a periodic table, अभी वो periodic table को देखते देखते हम पूरा सीख जाएंगे. अब I could recall, I have not used periodic table because for about 10-15 years when I have gone to see this particular progress on this, तभी periodic तो मुझे पूरा आ गया, हाइड्रोजन, हेलियम, लिथियम, बेरिलियम, बोरान. सो वो जो है वो पूरा याद फिर से रिकॉल हो गया. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स व्हिच वी हैव टू पुट इट अप इन सिटी. आप सिटी अपने सिटीज एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के साथ में, बिकॉज यू आर अ वेरी रिस्पेक्टेड, अभी भी इसमें बाकी किसी को भी इतना रिस्पेक्ट नहीं मिलता जितना टीचर्स को मिलता है, जितना एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में, एजुकेशन में जो लोग हैं उनको मिलता है. तो आपके जैसे लोगों ने इनिशिएटिव लेके ये दिस काइंड ऑफ आइडियाज पुट अप करो एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के पास में, एंड देन दे विल इम्प्लीमेंट दिस. नाउ दिस वन इज अ नाइस एग्जांपल ऑफ बुक्सैनिया. बुक्स का अभी बच्चे तो कंटिन्यूसली मोबाइल पे रहते हैं और फिंगर टिप्स पे अवेलेबल है, फिर भी बुक्स में जो मिलता है वो दैट इज समथिंग डिफरेंट. सो हमने वहां पे बुक्सैनिया करके साइट बनाई, एंड दैट इज हाउ इट हैज बीन पुट इट अप. तो लाइब्रेरी बनाई है, तो उनको अब डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ फीलिंग आने के लिए हमने एक बस बनाई है. फिर वहां पे बुक्स रखे हैं जहाँ पे नीचे जाके बच्चे खेल सकते हैं, और बुक्स के ऊपर ऐसा स्ट्रक्चर बना के उसके ऊपर हमने डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ उनके स्टोरीज बताई है. सो कछुआ और हेयर की स्टोरी और ये सब. सो बच्चों से लेके बड़े लोग, एंड देन देयर इज अ लाइब्रेरी वेयर यू कैन सिट एंड रीड बुक्स, और बुक्स रखे हैं. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स व्हिच वी हैव पुट इट अप इन दिस बुक्सैनिया इनिशिएटिव. अभी देखिए ये ऐसे स्टोरीज है, तो ये लाइव साइज बुक्स है, वो बुक का पेज है ओपन किया हुआ और उसमें आपको स्टोरीज दिखते हैं. एंड वी कैन एक्चुअली हैव दीज वन स्टोरीज बीन चेंज्ड, यू नो, आई मीन डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ बैनर्स लगा के हम वहां पे स्टोरीज भी चेंज कर सकते हैं इफ यू वांट टू. तो ये आइडिया है प्लेस मेकिंग का. एक हमने अभी अच्छा, इट इज इन स्टिल इन प्रोग्रेस, which I wanted to show you about. It's augmented AR VR, means augmented reality park, where we are going to put it up. This is the model, but the one which is already been in the progress आपको दिखाया है वहाँ पे. So यहाँ पे 7 डोम है और एक बड़ा डोम है. उसमें you can actually create a 3D models of life size वो एक्सपीरियंस VR का रहता है ना, वर्चुअल रियलिटी का एक्सपीरियंस, वो करने के लिए हमने किया हुआ है. तो यहाँ पे हमने अभी जो प्लान किया हुआ है उस हिसाब से हम आपको वर्ल्ड वॉर 2 जो है वो दिखाएंगे, देन डायनासोर्स का ये दिखाएंगे. सो इट इज समथिंग लाइक यू नो फील व्हेन यू आर इनसाइड दैट, तो वो होने वाला है. देन ऑगमेंटेड रियलिटी में वहाँ पे स्कल्पचर्स और ये सब रखे तो इंफॉर्मेशन आपको मिल जाएगी. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ इनिशिएटिव्स व्हिच आर बीन टेकन एंड इट्स बीन पुट इट अप इन Pune, and you will be surprised to see this, that there will be different kind of shows which will happen. हमारे जो स्वतंत्र सेनानी है वो कैसे किया उन्होंने, कैसे हुआ, इसके लाइव ये करके. एंड I will tell you about the engagement of students and the colleges. अभी वो इसका इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर यूज करके वो डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ फिल्म्स बना रहे हैं खुद, और वो यहाँ पे आके प्रेजेंट करेंगे. सो इट्स एन रेवेन्यू जनरेशन मॉडल. आपको टेस्ट कर सकते हैं आप ये सब कुछ. सो इट्स नॉट सर्विंग ओनली वन काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रीम, बट इट इज all the aspects of education fields are being served. तो इस हिसाब से होता है. अभी यहाँ पे स्पोर्ट्स में हमने एक रोलर स्केट्स करके एक हमारा इधर का पूना का गेम है, वो यहाँ पे इनिशिएट हुआ है. एंड देन उसका एक हम ये बना रहे हैं, ग्राउंड बना रहे हैं. So it is something like this, what you can see on the screen. There is a roller skates and then something like ice hockey. So similar kind of game with the roller skates. अभी इतना तो हुआ, बाकी सब कुछ तो generally gardens में होता है. So it's the one what I wanted to show you is the senior citizen park. ये सीनियर सिटीजन पार्क जो है, इसमें हमने मेंटेन किया है कि एक भी स्टेप नहीं है और सब में रेलिंग्स है. सो इफ अ सीनियर सिटीजन एंटर्स इनटू इट, ही इज एब्सोल्युटली नो रिक्वायर्ड एनी अदर काइंड ऑफ हेल्प अनलेस एंड अंटिल यू नो ही कैनॉट वॉक एट ऑल. तो आप बैठ सकते हो, जगह आपको घूमने के लिए है, आपको एंटरटेनमेंट के लिए है. यू ऑल सोलर पैनल्स लगाए हुए हैं, आपके फोन चार्ज कर सकते हो, आप वहां पे जाके बैठ सकते हो, रीडिंग कर सकते हो, मेडिटेशन कर सकते हो, ग्रुप इंटरेक्शंस कर सकते हो. सो डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ फैसिलिटीज फॉर द सिटीजन, सीनियर सिटीजन्स, और फॉर हिज डे टू डे एक्टिविटीज के लिए किया हुआ है. तो वॉशरूम्स है जो सीनियर सिटीजन्स के लिए लगते हैं उस हिसाब से. एंड इट इज यू नो देयर आर ऑल रैम्प्स, नो स्टेप्स, बीच में कोई हर्डल नहीं है, ऐसे सब कुछ डिफाइन किया हुआ है. ऑन द अदर हैंड, आई डोंट थिंक सो इट इज देयर, हमने ऐसा ही ये फॉर डिफरेंटली एबल पीपल के लिए किया हुआ है. तो वहां पे देयर आर रैम्प्स, देयर आर जो ये है पार्शियली इम्पेयर्ड, जिनको दिखता नहीं है, पार्शियली है, ये है जो जिनकी साइट कम है, उनके लिए प्रॉपरली ट्रैक्स मैप किए हुए हैं. सो दीज आर द थिंग्स व्हिच एवरी सिटी, एनी सिटी, और any town can adopt and do it. और इसमें I will tell you that ये सब में involvement जो है वो local architects, urban planners और थर्ड पार्टी जो किए हुए हैं, इन्होंने जाके ये काम किया हुआ है, उसका इंस्पेक्शन करवाते हैं हम लोग, वो इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेजेस से ही. यहाँ का कॉलेज ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग पुणे डज दिस, देन VIIT के लोग हैं, विश्वकर्मा इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी, विश्वकर्मा इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी, पुणे सिटी, द PCMC कॉलेज ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग. इसके ये जो लोग हैं वो वही आके ये सब डिफाइन भी करते हैं, चेक भी करते हैं. So these are the kinds of interaction which we can actually have with citizens, with academia. So the very much initiative which has been taken by CIDC is bringing academia and industry together. So the different kinds of use cases which we will require in future, different kinds of applications, different kinds of solutions which will require for the city. We have to find out the pain points, take it as a use case, create a solution for it, present it. Obviously, no, if it is there, then everyone will actually adopt it. No one will say no, because it is going to be in the benefits of the citizens. It is going to be benefits of all the living people there. So this is how the Pune city has been, Pune smart city has been implementing the different kinds of applications, different kinds of solutions, and trying to get those ones from the experts like you, getting those ones from and then implementation of that particular one is done by the city. So another one I wanted to tell you about is on the energy conservation, where I think Pune is the first one to establish, so to get the electric buses in the city for transportation. I will tell you some of the statistics what we have basically found out with the. Can you see? Yeah, the electric bus with zero pollution. However, for creating the electricity, we actually have some pollution done. So according to the calculations, what we have done, or what we have calculated, we have found out that the carbon footprints earlier, if this bus would have been diesel bus, the carbon footprints after putting the electric bus instead of diesel bus or internal consumption. I will tell about the internal combustion, either diesel or CNG. The carbon footprints have gone down from 7% to 4%. So pollution ही कम हो गया. 3%. सिर्फ 1% of bus was changed. हमारे यहाँ पे 10% of buses were changed. So we have about 3,000 buses which are running in Pune, Pune Municipal Corporation, Pune Transport, and about 300 buses which we have got. So according to that, we have seen this kind of result. So converting e-buses, changing towards the non-fossil fuels or conventional energy sources. These are the ones which we have to put it up to every citizen. Basically, घर घर में यूज होना चाहिए. So आपका अगर देखते हैं आप तो देखिए कैसे है. 5.32 लाख किलोमीटर्स में हमने 1.52 लाख लीटर्स का फ्यूल बर्न अवॉइड किया है. कितना बर्न करते हैं हम लोग? तो उस हिसाब से it's going to affect only us. It's not Earth will take his measure otherwise, and हमें ही अपने को करना पड़ेगा. That is what I was telling about. That हम हमारे लिए सेव है, अर्थ सेव नहीं कर सकते. अर्थ ने अपने को सेव करने का बना लिया है. उसने एक झटका भी दे दिया, अपने को दिखाया भी है. अपने को 6, 7, 8 महीना घर पे भी बांध के रखा है. एक छोटा वायरस जिसको देखा भी नहीं है किसी ने. सो अर्थ इज गोइंग टू टेक हर मेजर्स. वो नेचर अपने को खत्म होने नहीं देगा. बट वी हैव टू सेव आवरसेल्फ. हमें नेचर के साथ में कोऑर्डिनेशन करना है. हमें नेचर के साथ में इंटरेक्शन करना है. विद दिस काइंड ऑफ better practices, putting up into actual applications and do it. अभी एक दूसरा एग्जांपल आई जस्ट टू टेल यू अबाउट कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का. आई मीन हमने जो स्ट्रीट लाइट्स, हाँ, ये स्ट्रीट लाइट्स जो हमने कन्वेंशनल स्ट्रीट लाइट्स रहते हैं ना, HPSV, HVMV वाले, वो फ्लड लाइट्स वगैरह में, तो मर्क्यूरी लाइट्स वगैरह, वो उनको हमने दोज वर 93,370 स्ट्रीट लाइट्स थे. सिर्फ उनको चेंज करके हमने LED करवा दिया. आपको हैरानी होगी, ड्यूरिंग फर्स्ट ईयर ऑफ इम्प्लीमेंटेशन, ये फैक्ट्स है, फर्स्ट ईयर ऑफ इम्प्लीमेंटेशन टोटल एनर्जी वाज सेव 17 million kilowatt hours. You can check it out. The total amount was 10.4 crores. 10 करोड़ का सिर्फ सोडियम वेपर और ये सब जो बड़े बड़े लाइट्स है उसको LED में, एनर्जी सेविंग लाइट्स में कन्वर्ट करने के बाद इतना मिला है. सो द एडॉप्शन ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर इज मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट. और ये सब जो स्टैटिस्टिक्स है वो दिखाने के बाद मालूम पड़े. बट the educators like you know already. अगर हमें आपने बताया, अब ये क्या होता है एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में, डे टू डे लाइफ में इतना इन्वॉल्व होते हैं. That's why we need SPVs like Smart City and those ones to carry out something which is different than whatever we do regularly. तो थोड़ा सा आउट ऑफ बॉक्स जाके जो काम करना पड़ता है वो SPVs कर सकते हैं. बट अगर आप जैसे एजुकेटर्स अगर डायरेक्टली जाके एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर को बोलते कि वी विल टेक दिस पर्टिकुलर वर्क, हेल्थ का, वॉकिंग, साइकिलिंग, उनका इनिशिएटिव कैसा करेंगे, द ट्रैफिक कामिंग, दैट वन इज आल्सो पॉसिबल. ट्रैफिक कामिंग इज द वन व्हिच इज कमिंग आउट. तो हमने यहाँ पे हमारे हिसाब से अडॉप्टिव ट्रैफिक मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम डालने की कोशिश की. तो उसमें कैसा है, ट्रैफिक इंजीनियरिंग इंटरवेंशन है, टेक्नोलॉजी इंटरवेंशन है, रेगुलेटरी इंटरवेंशन है, सिविल इंटरवेंशन है, यानी फुटपाथ रीडिजाइन, पेवमेंट रीडिजाइन, वहां पे सिग्नल्स कैसे लगाएंगे वो है. फिर उसमें टेक्नोलॉजी इंटरवेंशन आता है जिसमें एक्चुअल कौन से व्हीकल्स, कितने व्हीकल्स जा रहे हैं, ट्रैफिक सिग्नल सिस्टम्स होती है, वो करना पड़ता है. तो वो उसके हिसाब से उसकी जो टेक्नोलॉजी है वो लगाई है. उसके ऊपर रेगुलेटरी हो गई. रेगुलेटरी इंटरवेंशन तो हमने पहले भी बात की, जो पोस्टर्स, गेस्चर्स, हेलमेट पहना है कि नहीं, 3 बैठे, ट्रिपल सीट है, रॉन्ग वे जा रहा है, ये है रेगुलेटरी इंटरवेंशन आ जाएंगे. तो उस हिसाब से, और ये पूरा जो है उसको ये करके जंक्शन में एक कमांड कंट्रोल सेंटर स्थापित करके वहां पे लेन सैग्रीगेशन और ये सब करके उसको ट्रैफिक इंजीनियरिंग करा जा सकता है. सो ये हम इम्प्लीमेंट कर रहे हैं इन पुणे. सो दिस इज बीन लॉन्च्ड इन रिसेंट टाइम ओनली. सो वी हैव टेकन अबाउट 125 junctions in the first phase where the more traffic is been observed in Pune. So एक ट्रैफिक मॉडल तैयार करेंगे और उसके हिसाब से ये चलेगा. So we are trying to get to reduce the timings by more than, or rather I would say put it in the other way around. The average speed of vehicle will be doubled if we put this particular system. That is what been expected. So obviously we are waiting for the results. We will be implementing it in soon and then it will happen. Similar kind of systems can be employed. Not only the technology will play a part of it, however the education of adoption of these particular systems also will play a part of it. एंड वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग आई वांटेड टू टेल यू अबाउट, इसमें आप हर सिटी में ये कर सकते हैं. द ऐप विच वी हैव, the thela wala is integral part of our life. Whatever it may be, you are maybe in your the world's 7th number city of Mumbai, Calcutta, Bangalore, बड़े बड़े नाम ले लो, उसमें भी ठेला रहेगा. और गांव में एक छोटा सा गांव रहेगा, उसमें भी ठेला वाला रहता है. और इनके लिए हमने एक कस्टमर और वेंडर्स का ऐप बनाया है जो फ्री है. इसका कोड हमारे गवर्नमेंट के जो अपनी जो गवर्नमेंट की रिपोजिटरी सिस्टम है उसमें अपलोड भी किया हुआ है. एनीवन कैन डाउनलोड दैट कोड, चेंज इट अकॉर्डिंग टू व्हाट एवर योर रिक्वायरमेंट इज एंड देन डू इट. इसके लिए थोड़ा सा ये लगेगा, सो दैट इज वेयर योर हेल्प विल बी रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द सिटीजन्स एंड दिस. सो वहां पे आप ये कोड डाउनलोड करके आप चेंज करके उनको अपने सिटी के या फिर अपने एरिया के इसमें आप इम्प्लीमेंट कर सकते हो. इसमें हमने अलग अलग जो बोर्ड दिए है, उसमें ठेला वाला और द वेंडर कैन एक्चुअली एडवर्टाइज हिज प्रोडक्ट्स. इट कैन पुट इट अप द प्राइजेस फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर. वो एक एरिया में वो एरिया में मैसेजेस भेज सकता है जो ये ऐप यूज करते हैं उनको कि यस, मैं आज अब भी मैं मेरे यहाँ पे प्याज 5 रुपया किलो है, फॉर नेक्स्ट 1 आवर ले लीजिए. आप ऑर्डर ऑनलाइन बुक कर सकते हो. इसमें पेमेंट गेटवेज इंटीग्रेट करके रखे हैं. और आप एक्चुअल फोटो, यानी वेंडर एक्चुअल आपको फोटो डाल सकता है कि ये इस प्रकार की सब्जी मेरे पास है अब भी, और आप ऑर्डर कर सकते हो. कस्टमर का क्या है, कस्टमर कैसे करेंगे? कस्टमर को ये वेंडर कहाँ पे है वो मालूम पड़ता है. सो वो पूछेगा. अब कस्टमर का ऐप में अगर वो he wanted to buy, if I wanted to buy tomatoes, I will just put on the app on mobile, check it out, my 250 meters of area, how many vendors are there and how many of them are selling tomatoes. ये इधर तक इंफॉर्मेशन अपने को घर बैठे मिल जाएगी. एंड ये यूज करने के बाद ही आपको मालूम पड़ेगा. आई कैन शो यू सम फ्यू पिक्चर्स लाइक स्नैपशॉट्स है एप्लीकेशन के. कैरेट 120 रुपीज पर केजी, पालक 80 रुपीज पर केजी, बीटरूट 85 रुपीज पर केजी, गवार. एक्चुअल फोटोज है, ये वेंडर ने डाले हुए एक्चुअल फोटोज है. सो दिस इज हाउ यू कैन एक्चुअली हैव. तो ये एक बहुत ही अच्छा ऐप जो बना हुआ है, which is freely available on government portal. You can download the code, you can modify it, and then you can use it for. ये सिर्फ इसके लिए यूज नहीं होगा. There are lot many applications, lot many improvements can be done on this particular app. आप ये तो एक्चुअली फार्मर तक कनेक्ट कर सकते हो ये पूरा का पूरा ऐप. अगर आप देखेंगे और पूरी इकोसिस्टम देखेंगे तो ये कर सकते हैं. आपको मालूम पड़ेगा कि दिस पर्टिकुलर एरिया में पिछले साल कौन सा प्रोडक्ट बिका था, ये भी मालूम पड़ेगा. सो यू कैन एक्चुअली हैव द प्रेडिक्टिव सेल, यू कैन हैव प्रेडिक्टिव कंजम्पशन. तो कितना कुछ आगे जा सकते हैं और कर सकते हैं. तो और इसमें कैसा है एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, अगेन आई एम टेलिंग यू देयर आर लिमिटेशंस ऑफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशंस जो डे टू डे इसमें इन्वॉल्व रहते हैं. तो आप जैसे एकेडमिशियंस उनको आगे आके यहाँ पे कोलैबोरेशन करके, इंटरेक्शंस करके, इंडस्ट्री इंटरेक्शंस, एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, गवर्नमेंट G2E, G2A rather I would say, government and academia should come. And बहुत अच्छा इनिशिएटिव जो CIDC ने किया हुआ है, उसमें बहुत सारी ऐसी इंटरेक्शंस हो रही है, MOUs हो रहे हैं, and then we are doing that. So ये इस हिसाब से इनिशिएटिव्स अगर होते हैं तो it will be very much beneficial for each and every person in this वर्ल्ड। तो अभी जब भी बात आ जाती है कि ये कैसे होगा, तो जिस हिसाब से रोड्स और ट्रैफिक और ये सब हुआ है, तो वाटर का भी होता है। तो वाटर 24/7, सो पुणे म्यूनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन ने 24/7 वाटर का जो ये लिया हुआ है, प्रोजेक्ट किया हुआ है, उसमें भी हमने थोड़ा सा पार्ट किया। सो वी हैव डन आवर कंट्रीब्यूशन एट अराउंड बालेवाड़ी एरिया, वेयर द जो नॉन रेवेन्यू वाटर है उसको बचाने के लिए कोशिश कर रहे हैं। तो एक एंड एवरी एस्पेक्ट में एक पर्टिकुलर छोटा छोटा योगदान ये पूरा स्मार्ट सिटी ने दिया हुआ है। और सच काइंड ऑफ, ये मुझे बताने का कुछ गर्व होता है, बिकॉज देर इज देर इज अ बेनिफिट्स विच सिटीजन्स आर एक्सपीरियंसिंग, एंड उसके फ्रूट्स राइप अभी हो रहे हैं। आफ्टर 4-5 साल मालूम पड़ता है कि यस, हाँ, ये अभी ऐसा कुछ हो रहा है और ये ऐसा होता है। सो दिस इज द व्हाट basically initiatives of the mission which we are carried out in that particular area। और ये एरिया में जो कुछ इम्प्लीमेंट हुआ है उसको रिप्लिकेट करने के लिए हमें फ्यूचर टास्क फोर्स की जरूरत है। सो फ्यूचर टास्क फोर्स कौन? यू हैव द मेजर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑन योर शोल्डर्स टू क्रिएट अ फ्यूचर टास्क फोर्स। तो ये बेसिकली कैसा है, ये सब जो हमने इम्प्लीमेंटेशन किया हुआ है, इसे अच्छी तरीके से या इम्प्रूव करके या ऑगमेंट करके जो उसको कैरी आउट करेंगे, ऐसा टास्क फोर्स हमने बनाना है। और ये पॉसिबल ओनली आपके हिसाब से ही होगा। हम अभी तो ये तो इस पे प्रेजेंटेशंस और ये सब करते रहेंगे, लेकिन इससे ऑगमेंटेशन जो है, इसमें और बढ़ोतरी कैसे होगी, उसमें इम्प्रूवमेंट कैसे होगा, ये आप ही से मालूम पड़ेगा। सो यू आर द मेकर्स ऑफ फ्यूचर्स, बेसिक फ्यूचर, एंड फ्यूचर टास्क फोर्स इज कमिंग आउट ऑफ फ्रॉम यू। सो आपके ऊपर बहुत जिम्मेदारी है, और ये हमारी टीम है पुणे स्मार्ट सिटी की। और सो आई एम रिप्रेजेंटिंग माय टीम, बेसिकली ये सब टीम एफर्ट्स है। मैं सिर्फ वहाँ पे पुटअप किया हूँ, इसमें सबका योगदान है। और ऐसे इंडिविजुअल्स नहीं है, बट देयर आर different kinds of companies, different kinds of collaborations, different kinds of academia institutions are also involved. So then only it is possible for us to reach to this particular level. Thank you very much for listening to me. I have completed my presentation. However, we can actually take questions, and right now I will just put it off. If you wanted me to present it again, any slide which you wanted to see again, you just tell me, I will do that. Thank you very much.
Thanks, sir, for your nice presentation and discussion. And now the session is open to all to interact with today's expert engineer Anirudh Shahpure. If any academician has any query, he or she may put to the engineer Anirudh Shahpure. Anyone? Any question related to today's presentation?
There are different kinds of initiatives which have been taken by the ministry. आप उसको जाके कनेक्ट भी कर सकते हो, कौन सी भी मिनिस्ट्री में जाके जिनके है। कुछ चीजें मैं आपको तुरंत बता सकता हूँ जहाँ पे ये सिमिलर इनिशिएटिव्स कर रहे हैं। उसको बोलते हैं टुलिप Tulip is the urban learning internship program. यहाँ पे सब गवर्नमेंट एजेंसीज रहेगी या फिर पैरास्टेटल्स है या फिर यूएलबीज है, हमारे जैसे एसपीवीज है, वो उन्होंने वहां पे रजिस्टर करके रखा है। एआईसीटी का ही पोर्टल है, वहां पे आप जाके रजिस्टर कर सकते हो। वहां जाके आप स्टूडेंट्स को एनकरेज करो वहां पे रजिस्टर करने के लिए, एंड देन you can find out the internship programs where you can actually have the actual internships on field internships being taken. So आपके एरिया में होगा तो even a gram panchayat who is registered on this particular portal can take interns. So ये future task force के लिए definitely better हो जाएगा। मैं आपका अपना मेरा ईमेल आईडी शेयर कर देता हूं, आप मुझे ईमेल भेजते जाइए अगर इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चंस या फिर कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए तो भी आप मुझे भेज सकते हो। कौन से भी ईमेल आईडी पे मुझे ये कीजिए, वी विल डू इट, वी विल आंसर इट। It will take a little bit of time. However, you can always mention your queries. Those will be definitely answered.
Sir, you have given your email ID so the academicians can take the advantage and the opportunity to interact with you. And at this moment, it seems that there is no any question related to the session. So far, you have given a lot of opportunities for the academicians and students to have a better interaction with the person like you, and having the scope in the smart cities projects. So really it is very good session and very informative, sir. And from the CIDC and from AICT, we would like to extend our sincere thanks to you, and really it's our privilege that you always accept our request to interact with the academia, and definitely academia is also being benefited by your interaction and technical sessions, sir. So sir, once again, thanks from our end. Thanks a lot, sir. For now, we are going to close the session. Thanks, sir.